Hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to build a ceramic dagger. Now this is another alert weapon. It looks pretty much the same as the Kronos, but it's apparently shorter. It is a lot more expensive, boasting a 4 gallium price tag on it here. Rest of the stuff's easy, ferrite, polymer bundles, same thing, go to mercury, pretty easy to get. Alloy plates, they're dropping pretty much everywhere now. So that's easy to get, but gallium, I had not found out where to get that from yet. I did look it up once. The boss on Mars, I think that's where I went to farm them originally. So that's Mars. Alloy plates, as I say, any planet that gives alloy plates is dropping them in huge amounts now. And to get the blueprint, as I say, it's an alert weapon, so some alerts will pop up, and instead of just being money, sometimes it gives items as well, or blueprints I should say. And this is one of them. It's pretty rubbish stat wise. It only did 25 damage. I'm assuming that's still the same. We'll find out once it's done. But it's not really a weapon that is of any good. The Kronos here was better, because it did 35, so 35 higher than 25, so instantly the Kronos is better, just from the stats alone. So I thought we'll build it, find out. Doesn't cost that much, 15,000, another 12-hour wait though. So we'll click build on that. Go back 12 hours. Okay, and there is the ceramic dagger. Let's see what this thing's like. Oh, I only had one of them, did I? Did not know that. I thought I would have had more than one of them blueprints. And there it is on the back. As you can see, the Kronos was roughly the same thing, but it went across the back. So this is just like the dark dagger to the dark sword. So this would basically be, if they make the Kronos a dual wielding weapon, this would be the other half of it. It too only does 25 damage, but it's got a lot less charge attack than that had. And that didn't really do a lot of damage, did it? So this thing, it's another weapon that it needs a potato in it to be any kind of good, really. But it's not going to stop me using it anyway. Oh yes, polarity slot. At least this one had one. And that one is literally best thing to put in there is that, because it's going to increase all three numbers, and the three numbers I'm referring to are the slash, the impact, and the puncture. So it increases all damage by 120%. Don't like the way it's held though, that does look much nicer. Okay, so the ceramic dagger and the dark dagger, very, very similar stat wise, but I still think the dark dagger was better out of the two. Visually, it looked better, and physically, it worked better. See? Didn't kill him with one shot. A bit of a shame. Whereas the dark dagger actually was. But the damage numbers are so close, and I don't think it really made that much difference between the two. It was just a kind of a personal choice. The dark dagger's better. That was until I actually re-equipped this thing and started using it with exactly the same mods on. The dark dagger came out way, way better than this. I'm trying to kill things, but it's taken 2 hits there, where it took 1 hit with the dark dagger. Because I've set them up so this currently has exactly the same mods on that the dark dagger had on when we did that one. And with that thing, we're literally just standing around one-hitting everything. Because this is the same kind of mission on Venus, Infestation. Actually, it's pretty much exactly the same, isn't it? Because it's another bloody mobile defense one. Okay, it is one-shotting some of them, but the dark dagger looks nicer, performs better. I would go for that one if you can. I am kind of hoping that they make this and the Kronos sword the Kronos, whatever the hell it's pronounced. I can't even remember how it's spelled. If they turn this and that into a dual wielding sword, that could be nice and powerful. I really prefer the dark swords. The dual dark swords would be cool because they'll just look so nice. This thing I like visually, I don't know, it does look a little bit cleaner on your waist, and they are completely ignoring me. But it doesn't do enough damage. The Dark Dagger was much better. Hey, look at that. That's a charged attack and it walked away. Yeah. Almost killed it with a charged attack. That's what I mean by the Dark Dagger was one-shotting them, just slice, and it was dead. Animations are pretty much the same, but this was better. I'd actually forgot to put that scarf thing, the Skadao, or whatever the hell the thing's called, onto my Rhino last time when I did that video anyway. I was going to say last time I played this, but that wasn't last time I played it. Played it a lot between then and now. So I think they'll go for the Dark Dagger. This thing, it seems to be lacking that punch. It needs more mods on it to make it better, which means it needs a potato and a catalyst. And I don't think it's actually worth it. I mean, just for the sake of it, it could be made into a really nice weapon, but you'll have to fit all the charge mods, the focus energy, which is charge speed. There is another one that does charge damage, so there's actually 2 charge speeds and 2 charge damage mods installed. Then maybe it might become useful, but you'll have to charge to kill everything, and it's just not fun having to charge your weapon to kill everything. But with the new melee system, that looks like that could be really good. That could make this weapon a hell of a lot better. I'm hoping it will, because charging then is going to be much easier, whereas charging melee weapons now, it's not that hard, but it will be a lot easier with the new system. And a lot more fun with the new system, because you will be able to equip a melee weapon as your primary weapon, as the weapon in use, I should say. So instead of a rifle, you can run around with the sword in your hand, and I still hope to just bring out these things in dual wielding form. This one and the dark dagger and the dark sword as the dual dark swords, that'll be cool. Dual ceramic daggers would be cool, like one on top of the other, like the Fang. That would be nice, not just visually but actually looking at it. And I mean, even damage wise, because the attack speed is so much quicker when you've got dual wielding weapons, so it will be much better. But if they did it in such a way as the blueprint, you need 2 built ceramic daggers, it means that people will have to do the alert missions twice and build them twice, which means the hard to get rare weaponry will become harder to get, and people won't be able to just jump in and go, oh well, I just happen to have all these blueprints because I don't have a spare blueprint for this, so I can't build a second one because I went through and deleted them all. Sold them all, which is a mistake if they do it like that. But it does mean that these weapons are going to be rarer than they are now, and they could make them a little bit more powerful. Sorry, it stood in the way. I hate doing that. So we'll leave that off here for now. As I say, it is a fun weapon, but when it comes down to power and everything else, I think the Dark Dagger is much better than this, because it simply did more damage. Because, as I say, I set them up exactly the same, and it just... Go back here! It won't even kill things with a charged attack. So the Dark Dagger definitely did more damage. But we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.